video. Today's going to be a brow tutorial, so if some of you are wondering why I look kind of funny, I have one brow done and one brow not. So if you want to see how to get your brows on fleek, keep on watching. So first I'm going to start off here with Anastasia Brow Wiz Pencil in medium. I'm also going to use the shade Taupe. So first thing I'm going to do here is line the brow from the front down, but I brought a bobby pin this time, guys, so these bangs ain't gonna be getting in the way. So just one sec. Okay, so now that we have those pinned, so I'm gonna grab my Brow Wiz pencil by Anastasia Beverly Hills in medium, and I'm gonna start here just at the tip of the brow and just kind of carry it on your natural arch, just on the very bottom line here. Okay, so you can kind of see how I got that there. And then basically what I'm going to do is just go back over it a few times, just penciling it in. And just doing light strokes, so just fairly light. You don't want to have it too dark. It's always better, like you can go back in and darken it after. It's a little bit harder to lighten afterwards. So, okay, so I'm just going to keep doing little strokes here. And then you want to look here and see where the top of your brow goes. So you can still see the hair here at the top here of my brow. So what I'll do is I will just carry this line and go over the top as well and drag it down to the tail. I do kind of make like an angry face when I'm doing my brows, just to make sure that I'm kind of getting the right angle. So now I'm just going to go fill those in, or fill that in here with my pencil. Okay, so now that that's done, I like to keep the fronts of my brow a lighter color just so they don't look so blocky. So the color here that I used on the side is medium brown, and I'm going to use the same brow pencil, Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to go with the shade Taupe. And I'm just going to go with the front here and just lightly make brush strokes into kind of like just a square shape. And yes, I just dropped something. I don't know why in every single video that's like such a klutz. I drop everything. But anyways, okay, so we're gonna go back to the top here and just create a square shape here and just lightly. And just kind of like blend it in a bit. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to grab on the back of the pencil here, there's like a little spoolie. I'm just going to brush through the brow. There's that angry face again. Okay, I'm just going to grab a little bit more here of the medium brown. Just kind of go under it again. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to grab my Tarte eyebrow little palette here in the shade Rich Brown. I've had this forever, and it is awesome. Like, it's so pigmented, and as you can see here, I've had this for like 3 years, and there's still lots in here. So I'm going to grab my Anastasia angled eyebrow brush, and I'm going to use this just on the tail like I did here, to just kind of darken it, because as you will notice throughout the day, your brows and stuff will like fade, and then you're gonna see like little spots here, the liner wearing off. So I mean, I like to set it with this color here. So this is rich brown, and I'm just gonna do, I don't put this in the front, I just put it on the sides here. And doing the same shape that you did with the pencil, right? So you want to go from the bottom back up to the top, where your natural hair grows in. Okay. I'm going to go back in there with my spoolie again. The spoolie is going to be your friend when you're doing your brows, okay? Because if you have too much product or you need to just blend out the hairs, this thing is awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back here, blend this up. Okay, so now that you're done that, I'm gonna take here my Naked 2. It came in Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, and I use this brush, the very end brush here, to clean up underneath my brows. So what I'm going to do is just grab a little bit of concealer here in the shade Sand, and this is the Fit Me concealer. And what I'm going to do is I always just put it on the back of my hand here. And then dip this side of that Naked 2 eyeshadow brush and just on into the concealer here, and I'm just gonna line underneath the brow. So basically, if you go over it a little bit in the front, or the tail's not as sharp as you want to, this is honestly a really great trick. So I'll just show you guys here. It's also like a really good trick too if you haven't plucked your brows for a while. So if you have like a few hairs down here and you're like, oh man, I don't have time to tweeze my brows today, they look like crap. Well, girl, this is what you're gonna use. Just put a little bit of concealer on here, grab a little brush, clean underneath them, and it's like foundation. It'll just cover up those hairs that you don't want. So I'm just going back under there, and make sure you blend it out. You don't want to have like a bright white right underneath your entire brow. So after I've done that, I'm just going to go back in here with the shade Taupe and just a little bit like line the front here just a little bit more. I did take off some, I went a little too high there with that concealer. Okay, so now that I've done that, there's one last step that I do to my brows, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I'm just going to comb over the fronts of the brows. So if you have pretty thick brows and your brows don't want to stay in place, go get this. It is awesome. If you have little hairs here that kind of like throughout the day will stick up or down, or your brows just don't cooperate, this is what you want. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over here and just coat, and you wanna go in the direction that your hair grows, right? So you don't wanna use the clear brow gel and just go this way. Your front brow hairs are gonna grow straight up. And then you wanna brush just the way, so these ones grow kinda to the side here, and just brush them down. And just let that dry. And bam, you got your brows on fleek. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, Facebook. Everything is linked in my bio below. And if you guys like this video on how to get your brows on fleek, please don't forget to like it and subscribe. Other than that, I will catch you guys on my next YouTube video.